Where are we? I don't even know where we are right now. Some pharmacist dude. Hey, it's a rack with stuff. Let's take this stuff.
No, I really don't. There are some health magazines in this rack. Not.
Why would I not want some health magazines, George? Do you think you got perfect health or something?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What can I do for you?
How long have you been working here?
Please, sir, if you need my help, just tell me. Otherwise, I'd be grateful if you let me go on with my business. I'm not particularly interested in idle chit-chat.
I just thought that.
I just told you not to bother me unless you need medical treatment.
Understood.
Wow, somebody is being rude. Oh wait, what if maybe now I can take stuff and be like, I want this medical treatment.
No, I. There are some health. Not really interested.
Okay, or not. Sure. You can send me it on Discord. Oh, there's another door here. Okay. Readings for nerds, darn right. Hey, this looks like Leisure Suit Larry kind of. Without the leisure suit. Doesn't it?
Good afternoon.
Cheers, mate.
My name is George Stobart. I'm on a trip around Britain.
I'm Mike and that's Steve.
Okay, I got nothing to talk to him about.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm the Holy St. Peter,
Calm down, I'm only asking.
and I'm only answering.
Okay, so you're the bartender. Aren't you wondering why there are so few people here?
Oh, a new pub opened right across the road. Bobby country, how noble. Business has been going down here ever since. Apart from Mike and Stephen over there, not many people find their way into this place.
Hey,
Those two are
Gregory.
virtually part of this pub.
Okay.
So, what do you do all day?
Not much. I clean the glasses, read newspapers, and do whatever comes up. Sometimes I'm extremely lucky and the dishwasher packs up. So then, I can repair it.
What kind of newspapers do you read?
I don't care, read whatever. I'd even read a paper that's 5 years old.
How convenient. I have one of those.
Have you seen a dark-haired woman with a Latin-looking guy?
Is she your wife, son?
Well, not yet, but she's my girlfriend.
So, you're a couple.
You could say that.
Then why is she roaming around with that Latin-looking guy instead of being with you?
That's a long story. Listen, I don't want to bore you with the story of my life, so have you seen them?
No.
Ridiculous. He loves newspapers.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
Oh, yes indeed, sir, I do. I read a lot and attend seminars, so I learn quite a few things. And I love the Templars. They're my second hobby, so to speak.
Yeah, mine too, so to speak. Tell me something about them.
A medieval order of knights eradicated by Philip the Fair. In 3 weeks, there's going to be an exhibition about the Templars in Paris. I really must attend, even if my wife will kick up a fuss about it.
I am impressed.
Hey, look, there's another.
Do you know whether the Templars can be linked to the Chinese culture?
Certainly. The Templars had good connections to the Chinese royalty.
Which royalty?
They are said to have connections to Prince Zihang.
Zihang!
Exactly. There's some uncertainty about both parties' intentions, though. After all, the prince wasn't able to support the Templars with soldiers, as his own army was so badly trained. And the Templars were too greedy to support the Chinese court financially. The links are supposed to be intact even today, though.
This person is very
Are there any further clues?
knowledgeable.
The exhibition in Paris is expected to be very helpful regarding that matter. It may even provide some new evidence.
Do you know where exactly in Paris it will be held?
I'm afraid not, but I'm going to find out soon. I only know this much. A seal is mentioned in one of the last writings of the Grand Master Jacques de Molay, and he wrote about the return of the Templars, which will be initiated by that very seal.
Jeez, this guy is a fountain of
Do
information.
you think such a seal exists?
Oh yes, I'm quite sure of that.
He's
What
quite
does that
sure of
mean?
it.
Nothing. I doubt that the seal will be of any importance. Jacques de Molay only wanted to frighten his pursuers and enemies shortly before he died. A very unnatural death, I may add. But all he got were taunts and derision.
I need to get to that exhibition in Paris as quickly as possible. Maybe I'll find the seal there. It must be important for the Templars to kill for it. But first, I need a room for the night. There are no flights to Paris today. Could I rent a room?
Shouldn't be a problem. We've got plenty of rooms on the first floor, and they're all free.
Then I'll take one.
Free?
There you go. It's the first door on the left-hand side.
Thanks.
Free is the best amount. Here, you want this?
I'd rather not.
Oh, he was telling us he'd read any sort of newspaper. She was on the pinboard.
Now that would be great. Strolling out of the pub with the pinboard under my arm. But the whole George, you need this item just because it exists impulse isn't really kicking in at the moment. There are different sorts of notes on the board. One of them is an article about an organization which inspects pubs for hygiene standards. They obviously haven't been in here.
That's mean. He gave you a free room and everything. Rio's paradox. I can agree with that. He's pretty much a paradox.
Lots of things have found their way into my pocket over the...
I can do anything else. Go upstairs. I feel like someone's gonna try and kill us again. I don't know why they're so obsessed with killing me, you know? Are we gonna Home Alone this?
I can't reach that bucket.
What do you mean? Go.
I pull at the door.
Just move the robe, you dingus.
I can't reach that bucket. I'd rather not.
Looks like they're painting the floor. Okay, well, we can unlock our room. Yes.
I put the key into the lock. There's a creaking noise and the key slips out of the lock again. Either the bartender gave me the wrong key or the lock is broken. I pull at the door.
Dang it!
I can't reach that. This sign won't be of much use. Great, just my luck. Of course they had to be painting here right now.
Where'd he go?
Damn it! The bartender has left. They're too high up there. I don't want to sit down.
Not a thief. George, yoink some thing of soap.
A needle won't hurt.
And a needle.
No.
George!
No.
And not a glass, because I know that.
No.
Soap and a needle? Okay, but a glass, that's too far. That's way too far.
Looking at the lamps, I start wondering if this pub might attract more customers if the lights were off completely. Do you have any idea where the bartender has gone?
Yeah, he went to get himself something to read. Should be back in an hour.
Well, who looks after the pub in the meantime?
We do?
You?
Yeah, of course, why not? Yeah, we're used to it, mate. It's not the first time Mr. Powell has left his pub.
Do you know how I can get into my room?
Key doesn't work. A problem we know well.
What can I do?
Are you up for a little match?
You won't tell me unless I agree, right?
Right, mate. And you have to win, of course.
No problem.
Do you know Indian wrestling?
Arm wrestling, you mean? That's what you want to do?
Right. Are you ready?
Ready. Here we go.
I win.
I'm no match for you.
Never give up, mate.
Is that water you're drinking?
Yes, it is. I don't drink alcohol anymore. Now you're surprised, aren't you?
A little.
You see, a couple of years ago, I forgot my own children's names, all because of the drinking. Since then, I've been on the water. And besides, my belly has become sort of tender.
Want some rye? Of course
Hey, Mike.
you do.
Another match?
Of course. I win.
I'm no match for you.
Never give up, mate.
Okay, we have to. Obviously, we need to cheat or something.
They're too high up.
Or put something in his drink. Put something in his water.
I don't want to sit down.
Or take steroids.
No.
No!
That's not gonna... That... No. That's not... Nope.
I guess we leave, maybe? We also have this bucket. Maybe we can throw soap at it.
I'd rather not.
Or not. We're not willing to move this piece of rope. I think that's a dingus move there also. Like, the fact that we have to maybe figure out a way to get it. Yeah, that would not be cool. I agree. That would be uncool of us. Now I think we might be able to use this rack.
No, I really...
Or not.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I can't walk into a pharmacy and steal drugs.
I get to distract a man. He'll never know.
There are different sorts. They obvious. Now that would be strolling out of the... But the... I don't want to say... Oh no.
A bottle.
No thanks. Never in my life have I seen a bottle of this size before. The dream of every hard-drinking Englishman, embodied in this piece of glass.
Okay. Didn't seem that impressive. Didn't seem that
It's a
impressive.
soccer poster. I don't like soccer. Nico likes it though, because of the players.
It's called football here, buddy.
No.
What's this? Ashtray.
No thanks. Destroy your lungs, drugs. Don't. It's an ashtray. Looks rather old and used. Looking at the lamps, Looking at the lamp. Lots of things have found. Nope. That's not.
The hell? We made cubes of soap? The dog thing being a knife is so confusing.
Oh no. That doesn't.
I feel like I kind of know where this is going, but I'm not sure.
I'd rather not. That's.
I feel like we need this cup.
They're too.
But how do we get it? Throw a ball at it? Did I try that?
That's not.
For whatever reason, I don't seem to be willing to stand on the stool.
I don't.
Well, maybe we can use it on the cup like this.
Oh no.
No. Okay. What else? What other options are there?
No! Oh no!
What other options are there?
Nope. It's unusual to see a glass of needles on the counter.
Oh,
I
it's
just
a
hope that's not the sort of stuff people drink here.
Oh, it's a glass of needles. Okay, I didn't recognize that. I was like, where did the needle come from?
They're too high up there.
Well, maybe I can get them from up here. Yeah, you can see them from here. Okay. I don't see how that...
I can't.
Hmm.
No.
I'm not seeing it.
I scanned, but accept a report about a
Maybe I'm supposed to go to the pharmacy and use the newspaper. About constipation or something, I don't know. I just realized something about constipation.
That doesn't work.
No? Okay.
Oh, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Oh,
I wondered if I could get this file over here.
That's a laxative.
Yes, I know. I've been constipated for days now.
What are the exact symptoms?
Well,
I knew it. Listen, mister. Laxative is free, and you don't even need a prescription for it. Nevertheless, I only hand out laxatives to customers who really need them. And you, obviously, don't.
they're free. If they're free, gimme, 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 gimme.
I scanned this, but accept a report about a school that was hit. Wait a minute. Constipation. Here's something about the symptoms. The children complained about severe pain in the stomach and back. Furthermore, there were complaints about a nasty feeling of nausea. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I can't walk in. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Dang it!
I can't walk into. I can't walk. Sir, can I please get one of those
Oh.
files?
I've told you repeatedly not to bother me.
Okay, Stobart. Now it's time to show how good you are at acting. But sir, my stomach hurts and my back. The pain is unbearable. It's agony.
You really seem to be ill. Better take one of these, but only one.
Okay. Got it. Well, I got myself a laxative now. Oh, that's probably to get him away from his table. Or something, I don't know. Make him give him the shit. Is this really gonna work? Who's the dingus now?
Mike runs to the washroom like a scalded cat. The fact that his belly was a little tender has fueled the effect of the laxative. Stephen has run after him.
Okay, now I have a glass.
That's not gonna.
Okay.
That's not a good. That's not a good. Nope. That's not a good idea. The table is wet now. Now what?
Oh, that's how I'm gonna cheat? I'm gonna make it
The soap makes
slippery?
the surface of the table quite slippery.
Man, I really thought I was gonna, like, mess with this drink.
The soap makes the surface of the table quite slippery.
I really thought I was gonna mess with his drink, but apparently that's what I'm supposed to do. Is he gonna be back? Yep. Okay. Let's try it now.
Hey Mike, another match?
Of course.
And I'm afraid you lose, Mike.
Looks like it. But I could swear my elbow slipped on the table.
Come on, Mike, don't be a sore loser.
You're right. I'm probably imagining things. You won fair and square.
So, how can I open the door?
Just give it a decent kick and it will open alright.
That's it?
That's it, mate.
Thank you, Mike.
The fact that I didn't try that is embarrassing. Dingus counter goes up. George is such a dingus. Like, there is so much dingusness with George.
I pull at the door.
Kick the door. He said kick it.
I pull at the...
Why are you not kicking it? Oh. I used the key to kick it, apparently. What's happening? One day, back in Nico's apartment.
The barkeeper was talking about an exhibition in Paris. But where could... Come on, Stobart, use your brain. The
What
only
brain?
museum that comes to mind is the Muse Kroon, but there are two problems. First, it's been a long time, and I don't know if I can find it. Second, Andre. I guess I don't have a choice.
Can't use your computer.
That's Nico's answering machine. I've got one of these myself.
I hate it.
Yes, I could...
Okay, I don't think there's anything to do in here, so let's just leave. Okay, oh, it's here. I can find it, apparently.
Great, I'm lost.
Or not.
Hi, could you help me?
That depends on your question. What's your name?
My name is George Stobart. Stobart, 2 B's and 2 T's. What's your name?
Nice to meet you, George. My name is Dr. Blackter. How can I help you?
I don't mean to be rude, but why are you bound hand and foot?
I can hardly answer that question, George.
Why is that? You must have done something, or you wouldn't be in chains, would you?
Well, in my eyes, what I did wasn't wrong at all, George. Only in the eyes of the people that saw me do it. To me, what's important is not what I've done or not done, but why you're asking me about it. In today's society, it seems almost commonplace to put people in chains who haven't done anything wrong. Consequently, I assume it's nothing unusual to be in chains anymore. Which leads me to the question, why are you still walking free? Isn't that an irrefutable sign that we're living in an Orwellian society, George?
Wow, you know, I've never seen it from that perspective. Putting that guy in chains makes sense to me now. Well, would you tell me what entirely innocent and legal act you committed before this degraded society felt the need to take you into custody?
I had dinner with a patient.
Wow, that does seem a bit of a harsh sentence. Maybe I had the wrong impression of you. Is that really all there is to it?
Well, he was the main course.
Mother of God. Now that is illegal, Doctor. And not exactly great medical ethics.
You didn't know him, George? So you can't judge, can you? He was a very unpleasant human being whose way of treating others put him totally out of place in this world.
But as a doctor, shouldn't you have been helping to remedy that?
I cure only what I'm able to cure, George.
Something.
In that case, it wasn't the patient I had to cure, but the world that needed to be cured of him, and he's that bit cleaner as a result.
Well, I definitely wasn't wrong about him. Doctor, I think you have a serious problem.
If you say so, George. You see, I have stopped arguing with people. Nobody ever really listens to my arguments.
I can see why. I guess I've heard enough of that. Let's change the subject.
You don't know what to say, right, George? You know, there are people that
Why
want
are
to
you
seriously
here?
discuss things, and others only want to do small talk. I'm not one for such primitive conversation. It's beneath me.
Which kind would I be then?
My knowledge of human nature tells me that you wouldn't like my answer. You'd be offended.
Alright, I can live with your judgment.
You see, George, even though I haven't told you,
Without
you
your
already know the
judgment.
answer. You're offended, and you don't want to discuss it any further. I was right in all respects.
He was right. I think this lunatic is too smart for me.
Regulus is too smart for you, George.
I'm looking for the museum croon. I should know where to find it, but I got lost somehow.
I can't tell you the way, but I'd like to know something from you. Or rather about you in exchange.
Listen, I'm not really feeling like Q&A games right now.
Quid pro quo, George. You tell me something, I tell you something.
If it's absolutely necessary.
Oh, you gotta push the button again.
Do you have a girlfriend, George?
Hey, that's kinda personal.
Do you want to know the way or not, George? I'm sure that none of the people you'll meet here will be as cooperative as me.
Okay, I have a girlfriend.
I doubt
Well
that.
done. First, walk down this street until you reach a corner shop. What's your girlfriend's name, George?
Why should I tell you that?
Quid pro quo, George.
You've got some nerve. Her name is... Her name is Nico.
Well done, George. Well done. After that corner shop, you turn left to face Notre Dame, then walk straight on. Do you have dreams, George?
But...
Quid pro.
Okay. I dream about my girlfriend being abducted and I can't do anything about it. That's terrible sometimes. I can't believe what I've just told this madman.
Take the first turn right and you'll find the museum.
That's not what I thought
Do
he
you
meant
hear
by
your girlfriend
dreams.
scream in your dreams, George? Do you hear her scream?
Okay, bye.
That doesn't... No. I'd rather... That's not...
Wait, what? What's happening? Better save. In case I die. I'm worried about dying.
Take good care of your girlfriend, George.
Okay, we're fine. What a weirdo.
George!
Museum Croon, closed for refurbishing. Damn it, wait, maybe there's another museum.
Oh look, there's... Wait, now I have all... After the museum was closed. Okay. Wait, maybe this isn't the only museum after all. Remember, George hates computers. Well, we got this place. I don't think this is it. Let's leave. We got the hotel. Definitely not a museum. Let's leave. We got This cafe. Hey, here's
I can't remember
something.
what the French call the Baphomet idol. Was it Marseille?
I don't think so. I think it was something with an S.
If only someone could help us.
Pardon me? Excuse me. Can you hear me?
Okay. What's this?
It says that Montfaucon is collecting donations for the Third World next Saturday. The priest invites the congregation to come and listen to the choir sing. That's it. Why didn't I remember the priest sooner? He knew about the Templars when I first came to Paris. Maybe he can help.
Because you're a dingus, George. That's why you're a dingus. Also, he wasn't there. He's probably with the Templars now, though. Oh, there he is.
Pardon me.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Do you remember me?
Oh, you're the man whose chalice I cleaned.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, it's alright. I enjoyed doing it.
Really? That's a relief. Have you seen Nicole Collard lately? She's my girlfriend. Black hair, smartly dressed. I'm looking for her.
Every day, scores of people enter these walls.
Really?
I find it hard to remember all their names and faces. But I am sure you will find her. God will be with you.
Can you tell me what the idol of Baphomet used to be called?
Baphomet?
No, I mean in French.
Oh well, let me think. I can't remember, but I remember seeing the name somewhere here in this church.
Okay, I'll take a look around. Thanks anyway.
You are very welcome.
This church is just as splendid as I remember.
Yes, it is. And that is thanks to the people of the parish, who have given large donations not only to support the poor souls in the Third World, but also for the restoration of this church. Are you coming to this service next Saturday?
I can't promise anything, but I'll try to be there.
I'd be so grateful.
I like how I didn't commit. I just said maybe. Maybe. He says, why am I even looking for that? I don't quite understand. He says it's somewhere in the church. The only thing that's clickable is the window.
As I take a closer look, I see it. The writing Baphomet below the illustration of Jesus can easily be made out. But there's something written underneath it, much smaller. No, it's pointless. I can't.
I need some sort of magnifying glass. Okay. Alright, I need a magnifying glass. Or something to magnify, I guess. It doesn't have to be a magnifying glass, but it has to serve that same function. Oh, there's people here. Look at this. Oh, look, it's a magnifying glass. Wow.
A magnifying glass. It probably belongs to one of the tourists.
Oh, do I have to just wait for them to be gone? They'll leave it behind? No?
This would make sense.
I'm seeing your picture.
This.
Making you want to leave. And get some coffee. Coffee, coffee. Coffee? Coffee? Nope, I can. I don't have any money, though.
What can I do for you, monsieur?
Cake!
I'd like a piece of cake.
Oh, excusez-moi. Our patisserie couldn't deliver any cakes this week.
Do you have ice cream?
No, I'm sorry, but we do not have any ice cream. But we do have quite cheap ice lollies.
Okay. I'll have a coffee. Black coffee, please.
Anything else?
I don't have money to pay for it, but I want it. Maybe I do have money. Maybe I have like a card or something. Just not, you know, cash.
Here we are, sir. A black coffee.
I'd like to pay, please.
That is 16 euros 80.
What? That's a ripoff. Okay. I don't have a choice, do I?
16 euros for a cup of coffee. I just think I just got robbed, man. And look, they're gone. What the heck?
A magnifying glass.
Oh, I have
probably
3
belongs to
kids
one of
and
the
no
tourists.
money. Why can't I have no
wonder
kids and
if
3
they're
money?
recent.
I mean, they're gone. You can always use it. I think they didn't have any Dead Sox flavored ice cream, so you know. You gotta love how you're like, I need a magnifying glass, and then there's a magnifying glass, and you're like, whoa, there's exactly what I need.
I can see the small writing through the magnifying glass. It reads Sue. That's it.
Okay. Sue. Dead Sox is acquired taste. Apparently dogs like it. Maybe we didn't realize it was dog ice cream. Okay, so how exactly does this help me now? It said Sue. Okay. I don't quite know how this helps me.
Museum? Damn it, wait. Damn.
No, this is where I was. Chili Cafe. Park Rouge. The ice cream. I mean, I guess we'll go there. See if there's anything different. Nope. I find it interesting how I suddenly have money. I mean, can't do anything there. Maybe the hotel? Let's see if she has any insights on what to do.
Excuse me.
Me? Oh, it's you.
Yes.
Nope. No
I must be
insights.
gone.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Nothing here. Can't use the computer. Nothing on the answering machine. So yeah, nothing here. Hmm. Let's try the hotel, I guess. If he knows anything.
Good afternoon, monsieur. What can I do for you?
He knows nothing. Okay. Alright, I think it might be the people at that cafe. Because that was new. That was different. Things that are new and different are usually indicative of stuff you actually want to do. Okay, I can't move past this stupid kid. There we go.
Hello? So?
Yes, that's it.
Thank you very much.
Oh.
No, not at all. Maybe you can help me in exchange.
That's why I needed it.
Okay, what's the problem?
Okay. Okay.
Can you tell me where I can find a museum that houses objects from the age of the Templars?
Let me think. How about the Museum Natres near the Montfaucon?
Thanks, you've been a great help. Have you heard about the explosion a few years back?
What?
The explosion! Broken glass all around, me in the middle.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Boom, and everything was broken. Luckily, I was able to save myself by diving out of the way like a cat.
Well, that's really exciting.
Yeah, it was, kind of.
Okay, well, they give us a new location. They said it was here. Oh, this one right here. All right, it's another museum. Excellent.
Can you tell me something about...
Be quiet out there.
Come back later.
But I can't go in without a ticket.
That's not our problem.
Excellent.
We're watching the match.
I don't have any money left. I'll have to sneak in.
I used my last 16 euros buying a cup of coffee.
You won't just let me in there, will you?
I can't. There's restoration work going on in there. The exhibits will be available in about 2 months.
I hear that Museum Kroon is completely closed for restoration.
That's true. The city is investing a lot of money in the restoration of the local museums. You're lucky the museum hasn't been closed as well.
Have you ever heard of the Templars?
You mean the Knights Templar? Yes, there are some artifacts just behind this door.
Do you know what it is?
No, monsieur. I'm not really interested in those things. My fields are football and... well, my wife.
Okay.
Have you seen a good-looking black-haired woman?
Evans, no, I'm happily married. Well, most of the time.
She's my girlfriend. I'm looking for her.
Sorry, I haven't seen her.
I can't wait for 2 months. Can't you make a little exception? I need some information I can probably get in this room.
I'm sorry, sir, but I can't let you go in there.
Nice weather. Perfect for playing football. Outside.
I can't take it any longer, sir. Could you stop talking about football, please?
Football, football, football.
Aren't you interested in the match? Your colleagues in the ticket booth are watching the match between France and Germany. Don't you want to see that match?
You're right, of course. I'd love to see the match, but I'm not allowed to leave my post here. That's why I'd be much obliged. If you could stop talking about it, it makes me sad.
Your colleagues are watching the game in the ticket booth, and you're here. Don't you think it's a little unfair that you have to work?
Well, what can I say? I tried to take the day off, but my colleagues were faster than me.
Okay, well, so much for that plan.
Stop bothering us.
I don't have any money left. There are 2 cashiers.
Okay. I don't feel like we can do anything here.
Hey, you haven't paid.
No one gets in for free. Come here and pay.
Wait, I was able to get in last time.
Hey, you.
Yeah, I think I have to wait until their heads are turned. Like that. I was just lucky last time. See, now go. Okay, makes sense. So I'm actually, apparently I snuck past them. I actually stuck past them.
I've tried it the nice and friendly way. Now it's time for a dastardly piece of cunning. Oh my god, a penalty for the French team! What a brutal foul on Zidane!
I must see that game. Could you take over my post for a minute while I go and watch the penalty?
Sure, pleasure.
Thank you so much, sir. Don't let anyone in. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Got too exciting. Hey, look, there's a guy in there.
It's not an FHM, but you must always educate yourself with new things. Behind a thick glass pane, I can see an old piece of parchment. But what does it say? It's some kind of science magazine. Main subject, bone findings in Israel. Sounds interesting. Behind a thick glass pane, I can see an old piece of parchment. But what does it say?
Only I had a camera or something, right? Oh, maybe this says
This says that the parchment is one of the last documents written by Jacques de Molay. Shortly before he was burnt at the stake, he is said to have told one of his servant boys, Geoffrey de Charnay, the secret of a lost seal that was said to be more powerful than 1,000 gods. Wow, 1,000 gods, huh? Not just one, but 1,000. It says Molay instructed Charnay to look for the seal, but before he could find it, he met the same fate as his master. Charnay was burnt alive by the French Inquisition. Although managed to hide the parchment from his enemies, the seal has remained lost to this day. The only trace that the parchment gives leads to is Portugal Tomar, a provincial small town northeast of Lisbon. The Templars' last European stronghold
I think
in
I
the
know where
14th
I'm
century.
going.
When Tomar fell and the order was destroyed, the seal disappeared in the confusion of the war. But it is assumed that the seal is still hidden somewhere in the area. The sandy and rocky hills of Tomar are an attractive destination for archaeologists, tourists, and adventurous treasure seekers. That must be it. Tomar!
Pardon?
Nothing. It's alright. Stobart, you are fantastic. First, you got rid of the Watchman, and now you even know your next destination. Portugal.
Man, he is good at just tricking himself into thinking he's smart.
I
Holy
am
cow.
smart. I am smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T.
I don't have any money left.
Can't even see from there. Alright, to the airport. Shh. To the airport. Portugal, not far from Tomar. Save. I'm afraid of randomly dying now. Like, this game has put the fear of random deaths into me. Big time. Yep, magic carpet. We can't even click on it.
Death stalks you at every turn.
A wristwatch. Okay, can we just take it?
Seen from close range, the watch doesn't look as cheap anymore. There's an engraving. Ilak al-Kalb. That rings a bell somewhere.
No, we took it. Who are you?
Hey, you.
What? Me?
Yes, you. Do you have a minute? What are you doing in a place like this?
I live here, sir. In the street. In the nature.
You're not serious.
I earn a living from polishing shoes, begging, and stealing.
Okay, cool. That's a cool profession. And stuff. What have we got here? Chocolate. And a broomstick.
Why not? Might be useful at some point.
Was that a yoink? Did we just steal that? It pretty much felt like we did.
Don't even think that I haven't seen you. Put that back.
Hello.
Yes?
You wouldn't give me that box of chocolates for free if I asked nicely, would you?
Who do you think you are? Leave me alone if you're not buying anything.
Can I pay for those chocolates by credit card?
Do you have a MasterCard?
No, American Express.
Can't you read the sign? It says only MasterCard in capital letters. And now you're driving away my customers with your loitering.
Mister, you could be a bit more polite. Are you by any chance interested in the well over there and the workings?
Not really. What's so interesting about a well?
Now come on, it might hide the greatest treasure of the Knights Templar.
Knights... what?
Templar. Knights Templar. Didn't you pay attention in history class? Didn't you pay attention in history class?
I never went to school.
That was a mess up.
How long have you had this shop?
Since that crazy professor over there started believing he can find some treasure down the well.
But that's possible, isn't it?
He won't find anything. 2 weeks ago, I told him I had lost my wristwatch and asked him to keep an eye open.
Did you get it back?
Yes and no. I found it near the well, but now it's gone again.
My God, you're not real good at taking care of your things, are you?
That's not easy if you have to watch the shop all the time because some brat wants to mess about with your goods. I even cut holes in my newspapers so I can see what's going on while those thieves think I'm reading.
Have you caught anyone yet?
Certainly. That brat over there tried to steal a box of chocolates. I caught him and spanked his ass like in the good old times.
Maybe I can find your watch.
If you want to look for it, fine. I've stopped looking for it a few days ago. I'll only lose it again.
It was literally right there.
I found your wristwatch.
Thanks.
How about a tiny finder's reward?
You expect me to give you a reward?
Now listen, I find your watch, sacrificing valuable moments of my short life in the process, and you won't give me a reward?
Okay. Here, you have a keyring. Please excuse my rudeness.
Yeah, I got an anchor key ring. I'm so awesome. It's a bag.
Although I'm filled
Awesome.
with guilt,
Awesome
I
to the
snatch an
max.
item from the bag. It's a thread.
Yoink. Which doesn't go with a needle, okay.
Hi, my name is George.
Ah. Oh, pardon me. You made me jump a little. Bom dia. My name is Professor Aruda.
Hey, Professor Aruda.
What are you doing with the well?
This isn't a well. It's an antique cistern.
Cistern? What's that?
Holy mother. It's an underground container for rainwater.
And what is it that you're doing with this cistern?
I'm examining.
I can see that, but why?
I'm an archaeologist, and I'm about to make a really important discovery.
What discovery is that?
Are you interested in history?
About a year ago, I would have asked myself the same question until this thing with the Templars happened.
Oh, you do seem interested in history. Do you have some time? I can tell you the whole story.
Sure.
The whole story.
Well, as you might have heard, Portugal was a paradise for the Templars. Besides France, it was the first European country in which the order established itself after its foundation in Jerusalem in 1119. In 1128, Queen Teresa presented Castle Sure to the order as a gift. It lay near the Crescent Front.
Crescent Front? You mean the front line with the Arabs?
Ah, the Moors, correct. In 1147, Teresa's son and heir Alfonso, a Templar, conquered the Arab stronghold Lisbona with the help of his fellow knights. Today, Lisbona is called Lisbon. Alfonso declared Portugal's independence and became is first king. In return for the Templars' help, he gave them a stretch of land in the heart of the country, where the Templars built this castle. At the time, the Order's Grand Master was a man named Gualdim Pace, sometimes known as Galdinus. Tomar became the Templars' military headquarters, so to speak.
Oh, another button.
What happened then?
In 1291, the last Christian bastions in the Holy Land fell, and the Europeans blamed the Templars. Trouble was at hand for the Order. And then a French spy called Esquieu heard about the Templars' satanic practices from a disgraced ex-Templar, and reported this news to the French king.
Philip IV.
Ah, you know of him?
A little, but go on.
Well, at the time, the accusations revolved around a mysterious graven image called
Baphomet.
Are you sure you don't want to tell the rest yourself?
You can skip the bit about the Baphomet part. I'm kind of familiar with that.
Ah, are you also aware that the original idol is believed to be here in Tomar?
That's a new one on me.
I got the information from the transcripts made by the Inquisition. The idol itself was never found, but there is still an image of Baphomet within the castle. It is engraved on one of the bricks in the kitchen wall. If it were to be removed, it is said the ceiling and with it the whole building would collapse.
My mission here might be a little harder than I first expected.
Okay.
Back to the Templars.
Well, on Friday the 13th of October 1307, Philip IV had all known Templars in France arrested. Even in Spain, where the Templars had eliminated the Arab threat, people turned against the order because they no longer needed the Knights' protection. In 1308, the Spanish Templars escaped across the Tajo to Portugal and occupied the stronghold Almurol. All their treasures they took with them, and it is assumed that they were later brought here to Tomar.
Yeah, that brick sounds
important. What made the
important.
Templars think they were safe in Portugal?
The Portuguese king Dinis hadn't forgotten what the Templars had done for his country and was still grateful. He granted them sanctuary. In fact, it was Dinis who re-established the order under another name with the elder João Lorenzo. They lived here as the Order of Christ and even kept their trademark, the Red Cross.
But what about the cistern?
A cistern? Ah yes, the cistern. I will come to that. This cistern is far too refined to have served as a mere water butt. I believe the Templars hid something extremely important here.
Wait, did he say extremely important? Maybe he's talking about the seal I'm looking for. Tell me more. Do you have any idea what it could be that they hid here?
Who knows? Maybe the Templar seal that was lost when the order was destroyed. Maybe the fifth gospel, which Christ is said to have written himself, and was believed to have been in the Templars' possession, as with the Holy Grail.
The seal! The return of the Templars!
Right. The time of reincarnation, the hour of revenge, the dawn of a new empire.
And a single seal is supposed to do that? How could the Templars have done that, Professor?
The question should be, how can they do that?
Can do...
Yes, George, can do. After the Templars' extermination, the seal vanished. Philip the Fair had hundreds of soldiers search for it. It was the iconic symbol of the Order. He knew what power the seal possessed, and according to the legend, still does.
What power?
You weren't listening, George. The power of return.
Are you telling me this seal has magical powers?
Don't be stupid, George. The seal itself does not. But I assume it can trigger some kind of mechanism which could prove Einstein's theory of space warp.
I don't understand. What's Einstein got to do with this?
By means of space warp, it is possible to travel into the past.
And why hasn't anyone made a trip to the past yet?
How do you know
I
no one has?
don't think that's
Are you
a
telling
thing?
me?
No, I only wanted to show that you can never be sure, George. Remember that.
Do you believe that people have traveled to the past?
Not yet, as there are no machines that can maintain the gravitation field. The power of the field collapses within milliseconds.
So there's no need to worry, right?
I didn't say that. The fact is, nowadays, there are machines that can open the gate for a short time. Only they need something to keep it open, to stabilize it. And that's where the seal comes in.
How can such a tiny seal stabilize a gravitation field of this size?
It's the belief of people, George. Millions of people have died for their belief in this emblem. It has developed a force stronger than the gravitational field, and thus the seal can maintain the gate. That's the mystic part of the story.
So the Templars need the seal to stabilize a gravitational field and to travel into the past. But where's the sense in that? Why time of return?
Listen, the gravitational field enables time travel, but only for a fixed span of time. 700 years.
The penny hasn't dropped there.
Think about it, George. What 700th anniversary do we have in 3 days?
The Battle of Paris!
Exactly. The Battle of Paris. 10th October 1303. Thousands of Templars died before the city gates in an attempt to kill the French king and seize power of France. As France was the military force in Europe at the time, it is hard to imagine what today's Europe would look like if the Templars had won the battle.
What now?
We must stop them. The Neo-Templars will try to get hold of this seal and use it to travel back 700 years, one day before the Battle of Paris. That will be the 9th of October. They will take modern weapons and reinforce the Templars' troops with their own. The battle would be won easily. Everything we know today as a modern democratic society would disappear even from our memories. At least, that's what I assume. No one really knows what consequences an alteration of the past would have for us.
Okay.
Why is it Return of the Templars then?
Now you can't interpret that literally. What they mean is the symbolic return. The Templars' culture would return to the present by this alteration, unless we stop them.
What if the seal isn't down there?
Then may God help us.
So what are we waiting for? Let's climb in, get that thing up here, and save the world.
I don't think so. The Portuguese Ministry of Cultural Affairs has forbidden any excavations on this site.
What? But why?
Who knows? But the fact is, I can't go down there, and neither can you.
That's kind of what I heard. It's a theory. If somehow you were able to make it travel back in the past, make a new timeline, we just like create an alternate timeline. Boom.
What if you happen to doze off for a while and a total stranger to you, say an American tourist, fell into the hole in a totally unintended and still careful way, and once down there he found...
Forget it. I appreciate scientific spirit, but I will abide by the law.
But we're talking about our future, Professor, and you want to go by the law? There won't be any laws to obey if we don't act now! Is there really nothing that could make you leave the hole for a minute?
I'm afraid not.
Damn. Can you tell me something?
Sure.
What role does Prince Zihang have in this? I have evidence that the Templars were somehow connected to the Chinese nobility.
That's true. Jacques de Molay asked Prince Dorima Cha II for 100,000 soldiers. And if he had got them, they might have changed the course of the battle. Though it would still have been very close and probably bloody.
He didn't get them?
No. The prince doubted Molay's loyalty. And after the negotiations, he dropped the Grand Master like a hot potato. De Molay swore revenge, but it all came out differently. I assume today's Templars want to take revenge on the Chinese nobility for the treason. For treason they feel it was. Only nobody knows exactly where the core of the old nobility is now.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take a look around.
Thanks, Professor.
Sí, por favor.
Can I go this way? Yeah, it's Regulus. I cannot go this way. What did I take from his bag? Oh, yeah. Oh, we can tie that
You're all
together. Be a shame if I threw that in here. He said a thread. It was more of a rope, wasn't it?
I'd rather not.
I can't go in the house or whatnot. Bet you he likes chocolate. Like a lot.
Could you do me a favor? Do you see that professor over there? He won't let me work at the well. Could you distract him for a minute?
What do I get for it?
Let me think.
You know I never managed to steal anything from the souvenir seller. He always seems distracted when he is reading his newspaper. But he cuts holes in it and looks through them and notices everyone who comes near. I swear to you, sir, once I tried to take a box of Berg chocolate sweetmeats, but he got me and spanked my arse. Since then, he has chased me away whenever I have come near the shop.
And I think he has a reason to. Stealing isn't the right way to make a living.
But I didn't have money, and I have never eaten chocolate in my life.
I can understand that. A childhood without chocolate. That's unimaginable. Will you help me if I get you the chocolate?
Sure. I'd be happy to, sir.
Okay, we need to get him the chocolate.
It's some kind of main subject.
Maybe he wants it.
Punch Lenny in the back of the head.
Nope.
Damn it.
Hi, it's...
But I have already given...
Aren't you feeling like reading anymore?
I don't have anything left to read. I already know this paper by heart. But what business is it of yours?
Just curious. I'll be off then.
Goodbye.
I was right. He wants something new to read, and I have a magazine for him.
How about reading a magazine?
But that is French.
Damn, that totally escaped me.
Well then, I'm lucky that my mama is from Bordeaux, huh?
Pardon?
Just give me that and go away.
The shopkeeper forgot to cut holes into the magazine, but I fear he might see my shadow when I lean over the stall to steal the chocolate. Looks like a broken broom.
Where's the chocolate? Oh, me. Yeah, I was gonna use that, maybe. I mean, I guess I can try.
No, he'd be bound to see my
Okay. Oh, there we go. There it is, I think, maybe. That's a yoink.
Great, I have the chocolate.
100% yoinkage.
Here's your chocolate.
Give it to me. Who did you want me to distract?
The man at the well.
Okay, I will steal his bag. I'm good at that.
Great. The boy has stolen the man's bag and the man has run after him. Now the well's unguarded.
It's not a well, it's a cistern, dude. Jeez. Come on, George. You don't know the difference between a well and a cistern?
It goes down about 4 meters. But as the inside of the well is rough,
George!
I can get my hands into the gaps and get in or out without too much trouble. I can't believe it. The professor was right. The Templars were here. Forget that. It's too hard for my bare hands. Having finished off the brick with the screwdriver, one half of a key is revealed. But where do I find the other half? George Stobart, tracing the Templars again.
Half of a key? I mean, it kind of looks like a whole key. Let me save. Because they said something about if I mess with this, it might, like, break the whole thing, so... Didn't they?
I'd rather not.
I'd rather not. A heap of debris.
Looks like something's hidden underneath it. I rummage around in the rubble, and I find the second half of the key.
Yeah, buddy! Do I have to tie these together or something?
That's not a...
I can unconnect them. Okay.
Yes, that's it.
Well, there's a key, I guess. Do I use it in this?
That's not a...
Is there a place to put a key? Oh, there's a slot. Right there. Okay.
I can hardly believe my eyes. It's the seal. We've outrun the Templars. We've made it. I must tell the professor.
No, you will never get this seal. Give it to me, Professor Aruda. Now! Even though you betrayed the Order by your sudden disappearance, we will reward you. Never! George, run! Monsieur Stobart.
Oh no!
Eat
The
it!
feeling isn't mutual, to be honest.
You have something that belongs to us.
Oh, really?
Flap, shoot the professor, and then get Stobart.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Oh no!
I can... Oh, it opens the thing!
A long flight of stairs. I guess it leads outside, to safety.
I did it. I saved my ass.
Woohoo!
Back in Nico's apartment. Okay, I think we're gonna stop here.